The magnificent fort of Barabati, the last great citadel of the illustrious monarchs of Orissa, was the theatre of political, civil and military administration through centuries. It was perhaps the efflorescence and culmination of art and architecture of Orissa. The history of Barabati is interwoven with the history of Cuttack, the capital of the Orissa Empire over the ages. Rupakeshari, a ruler of the Suryavanshi dynasty, established the city of Cuttack and built the fort of Bidanasi at the bifurcation of Katjodi and Mahanadi rivers. For better safety and protection of Bidanasi Cuttack, Markatkeshari, the next ruler of this dynasty, constructed the stone embankments on the banks of the rivers Mahanadi and Katjodi. Madalapanji, the Chronicles of Jagannath Temple, relates that Ananga Bhima Deva III, at the site of an auspicious sign near the Vishweshwar temple of Barabati village, laid the foundation stone of Barabati Cuttack or stone Varanasi Cuttack and made it the capital of the Kalinga Empire. Purushottam Dev, the second ruler of Suryavanshi dynasty, brought the images of Saki Gopal and Ganesh from Kanchi as trophy of war and installed them in the fort of Baravati. The image of Saki Gopal was shifted to Satyavadi at the time of Kalapahada's attack. Mukunda Deva, the last independent monarch of Orissa, rebuilt the defensive wall of the fort and erected a 9-storied palace. Since then, the fort of Baravati was popularly known as a place of Mukunda Deva. Two English merchants, William Bunton and R. Cartwright, who visited the fort 63 years after the death of Mukunda Deva, were surprised at the splendor of the fort and described the fort Baravati as a spacious area, 1.5 miles in circumference, defended by a broad ditch, faced with masonry on double walls of stone and square sloping bastions. T. Mott, an European traveller, visited Cuttack in 1766 and described the Baravati fort as a citadel called Barahatti, covering 12 bhattis or 240 bighas of land. Square in size and surrounded by a ditch 20 yards wide and 7 feet deep, lined with stone. Sterling in 1818 described the fort with double walls built of stone, the inner of which enclosed a rectangular area measuring 2,150 by 1,800 feet, with a grand gateway on the east. No traces of the 9-story building existed. No further restoration was undertaken and the fort was converted into an unsightly series of earthen mounds and stone pits. The destruction thus caused to this citadel is irreparable and a tremendous loss to the archaeological treasure of Orissa. To the east of the Gadakhai lies the beautiful green Barabati Stadium with the Deer Park to its west. To the north lies the river Mahanadi, and to the south the beautiful city of Cuttack with Ma Cuttack Chandi temple.